Hey guys, welcome back to my video. I know it's been a while since I posted another video, but today I'm going to be finishing off the last time we read the book, which was on page 21 of the book, The Law of Success. Let's start off from where we ended. Every mind has what might be termed an electric field. The nature of this field varies depending upon the mood of the individual mind back of it, and upon the nature of the chemistry of the mind creating the field. It is believed by this author that the normal or natural condition of the chemistry of any individual mind is the result of his physical heredity plus the nature of thoughts which have dominated that mind. That every mind is continuously changing to the extent that the individual's philosophy and general habits of thought change the chemistry of his or her mind. These principles the author believes to be true, that any individual may voluntarily change the chemistry of his or her mind so that it will either attract or repel all with whom it comes in contact is a known fact. Stated in another manner, any person may assume a mental attitude which will attract and please others or repel and antagonize them, and this without the aid of words or facial expressions or other form of bodily movement or demeanor. Go back now to the definition of a mastermind. A mind which grows out of the blending and coordination of two or more minds in a spirit of perfect harmony, and you will catch the full significance of the word harmony as it is here used. Two minds will not blend, nor can they be coordinated unless the element of perfect harmony is present, wherein lies the secret of success or failure of practically all business and social partnerships. Every sales manager and every military commander and every leader in any other walk of life understands the necessity of an esprit de corps, as which means a spirit of common understanding or cooperation in the attainment of success. This mass spirit of harmony, of purpose, is obtained through discipline, voluntary or forced, of such a nature that the individual minds become blended into a mastermind, by which is meant that the chemistry of the individual minds is modified in such a manner that these minds blend and function as one. The methods through which this blending process takes place are as numerous as the individuals engaged in the various forms of leadership. Every leader has his or her own method of coordinating the minds of the followers. One will use force, another uses persuasion. One will play upon the fear of penalties, while another plays upon rewards, in order to reduce the individual minds of a given group of people to where they may be blended into a mass mind. The student will not have to search deeply into history of statesmanship, politics, business or finance to discover the technique employed by the leaders in these fields in the process of blending the minds of individuals into a mass mind. On to the next page, which is page 22. The really great leaders of the world, however, have been provided by nature with a combination of mind chemistry favorable as a nucleus of attraction for other minds. Napoleon was a notable example of a man possessing the magnetic type of mind, which had a very decided tendency to attract all minds with which it came in contact. Soldiers followed Napoleon to certain death without flinching because of the impelling or attracting nature of his personality. And that personality was nothing more nor less than the chemistry of his mind. No group of minds can be blended into a mastermind. If one of the individuals of that group possesses one of these extremely negative, repellent minds, the negative and positive minds will not blend in the sense here described as a mastermind. Lack of knowledge of this fact has brought many not otherwise able leader to defeat. Any able leader who understands this principle of mind chemistry may temporarily blend the minds of practically any group of people so that it will represent a mass mind. But the composition will disintegrate almost the very moment the leader's presence is removed from the group. The most successful life insurance sales organizations and other sales forces meet once a week or more often for the purpose of what? For the purpose of merging the individual minds into a mastermind for a limited number of days, serve as a stimulus to the individual minds. It may be, and generally is true, that the leaders of these groups do not understand what actually takes place in these meetings, which are usually called PEP meetings. The routine of such meetings is usually given over to talks by the leader and other members of the group, and occasionally from someone outside of the group. Meanwhile, the minds of the individuals are contacting and recharging one another. The brain of a human being may be compared to an electric battery in that it will become exhausted or run down, causing the owner of it to feel despondent, discouraged, and lacking in pep. Who is so fortunate as never to have had such a feeling? The human brain, when in this depleted condition, must be recharged. And the manner in which this is done is the contact with a more vital mind or minds. The great leaders understand the necessity of this recharging process, and moreover, they understand how to accomplish this result. This knowledge is the main feature which distinguishes a leader from a follower. We're on to page 23, which will be the last page for this episode. Fortunate is the person who understands this principle sufficiently well to keep his or her brain vitalized and recharged by periodically contacting it with a more vital mind. Sexual contact is one of the most effective of the stimuli through which a mind may be recharged, providing the contact is intelligently made between a man and woman who have genuine affection for each other. Any other sort of sexual relationship is a devitalizer of the mind. Any competent practitioner of psychotherapeutics can recharge a brain within a few minutes. Before passing away from the brief reference made to sexual contact as a means of revitalizing a depleted mind, it seems appropriate to call attention to the fact that all of the great leaders, in whatever walks of life they have arisen, have been and are people of highly sexed natures. The word sex is not an indecent word. You'll find it in all dictionaries. There is a growing tendency upon the part of the best informed physicians and other health practitioners to accept the theory that all diseases begin when the brain of the individual is in a depleted or devitalized state. First time learning that. Stated another way, it is known fact that a person who has a perfectly vitalized brain is practically, if not entirely, immune from all manner of disease. Every intelligent health practitioner of whatever school or type knows that nature or the mind cures disease in every instance where a cure is effective. Medicines, faith, laying on of hands, chiropractic, osteopathy, and all other forms of outside stimulants are nothing more than artificial aids to nature, or, to state it correctly, mere methods of setting the chemistry of the mind into motion to the end that it readjusts the cells and tissues of the body, revitalizes the brain, and otherwise causes the human machine to function normally. The most orthodox practitioner will admit the truth of this statement. What, then, may be the possibilities of the future developments in the field of mind chemistry? Through the principle of harmonious blending of minds, perfect health may be enjoyed. Through the aid of this same principle, sufficient power may be developed to solve the problem of economic pressure, which constantly pressures upon every individual. We may judge the future possibilities of mind chemistry by taking inventory of its past achievements, keeping in mind the fact that these achievements have been largely the result of accidental discovery and of chance grouping of minds. We are approaching the time when the Deficeret of the universe will teach mind chemistry, the same as other subjects are now taught. Meanwhile, study and experimentation in connection with this subject open vistas of possibility for the individual student. That was the last paragraph for page 23. So what I'm trying to do now is make our videos at least 10 seconds or 10 minutes or a little more. So yeah, so I hope you liked this reading and I hope you understood what I was reading so that you can also apply it to what you do daily. So I'll see you in the next video, which will most likely be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and stay safe and don't forget to subscribe.